Hello, good morning, friends, and welcome to my today's lecture, that is, the themes that Toni Morrison dealt in The Bluest Eye. In my last lecture, I had already spoken about Toni Morrison as an American writer noted for her examination of the black experience and particularly the black female experience. Toni Morrison is a Nobel Prize and Pulitzer Prize winning novelist, editor, and a professor. We all know that her novels are known for their epic themes, exquisite language, and richly detailed African American characters who are central to their narratives. I had also mentioned that in her novel, The Bluest Eye, which was published in 1970, which was also her first book, was a novel of initiation concerning a victimized adolescent black girl who is obsessed by the white standards of beauty and longs to have blue eyes. Now, as far as the themes in The Bluest Eye are concerned, we see that there are more than a couple of themes like beauty versus ugliness, women and femininity, race and racism, home and family, and last but not the least, sex and sexuality. Talking about beauty and ugliness, we see that the black characters of The Bluest Eye have been taught to believe that whiteness is a paragon of beauty. For this reason, the characters in the novel are constantly subjected to the images of whiteness offered through movies, books, toys, advertisements, etc. Quite early in the novel, we see Piccola and Frida gush over Shirley Temple's beauty, and later Mrs. Breedlove spends her days at the movies admiring the white actresses, with the wish that she could access their world. The association between beauty and whiteness talks of beauty extending beyond the body's exterior, which signifies or symbolizes one's value and worth. Several characters in the novel believe that their value or lack of value in society, community, or family is because of their beauty or ugliness. Whereas beauty and ugliness are both internal conditions instead of the outside beauty, and it affects the lives of the characters in the novel. The narrator suggests that the Breedloves, being ugly, will always be poor, and Piccola believes that because she is ugly, she deserves to be abused and neglected. But one forgets the fact that beauty endows certain characters with power. For example, Maureen Pearl's beauty has the power to stop the violence that Piccola experiences at the hands of the boys in school. Piccola is made to believe that having blue eyes means having whiteness and beauty, and that she could get rid of the misery of the situation because by being beautiful, she'll become powerful. As her life becomes brutal, her obsession with blue eyes increases. And in that stage of madness, she even comes to believe that she has blue eyes. It is in the end that it is suggested that beauty and ugliness in themselves are not destructive or dangerous, but the idea of internalization of the idea of what makes beauty is destructive. Now, the second theme that the novel deals with is women and femininity. At the core, The Bluest Eye is a novel about the oppression of women. The women here face not only horrible racial oppression but also the tyranny and violation brought about by their men in their lives. The novel shows how a woman develops into womanhood in several phases. The youngest female characters in the novel, namely Piccola, Frida, and Claudia, possess a limited and idealistic view of what it means to be a woman, to have sex, and to be loved by a man. Mrs. Breedlove's and Geraldine's narrative gives a clear picture of as to how this innocent view shatters as and when they enter into the harsh realities of marriage and the oppression that they experience in their homes. In the novel, though the women are oppressed by their men, but they are also not completely powerless. They exercise or exhibit their power before their children through physical force and verbal attacks, and also on the other women through gossip. The only exception to this oppression are the prostitutes of China and Poland and Miss Mary too. They gain power over men through exploiting their femininity and sexuality. In many respects, the prostitutes, through their drinking, aggression, and masculine mannerisms, resemble the men they have to come to hate. The theme of women and femininity and male oppression reaches its brutal climax when Charlie rapes his own daughter, Piccola. This scene is an ultimate form of violence and oppression against women and is narrated completely through Charlie's perspective. Piccola's perspective, not being brought to light, very well demonstrates the male oppression of a woman. That's all for now. The remaining themes I'll be dealing with in my next lecture. Till then, goodbye and good day.